Police. Bitch.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Welcome to episode 1, 2026-01, Mo, of Uncensored with Mike the Cop. We've been away a little while. There was nothing we could do about it. We're on a hiatus.
Yeah.
Holiday, Christmas break.
Stop
Right.
saying holiday
Christmas
break.
break. Well, there's all
Pagans.
sorts of holidays. There's the Kwanzaa. There's the Jewish one. What do you call it? The Hanukkah. There's the Festivus. There's all sorts of stuff going on besides Christmas.
Okay.
The world does not revolve around the Christians.
Okay.
We are the
And we
enemy,
had New
if you didn't know.
Year's, you know.
Like my hat, Mo.
Oh, I do. Look
You
at
enjoy
you,
it?
bro.
This is not a political statement. This is a World Baseball Classic hat. I happen to root for Israel's baseball team.
Shalom.
Yeah.
You Jew?
Shalom Aleichem. What?
Yeah.
1/19.
Oh, okay.
So we've been gone a little bit. What's been going on with you? What's new with you? Anything over the break?
How deep do you want to go?
Not too deep because we only have like we're gonna run a video. You know what? Let's do this.
Yeah,
Let's
run
do
the
this.
video
Let's do this.
first, Mike.
So normally what we do is to start the show, we do a moment of silence, right? You put up the Remember the Fallen, and then we do a moment of silence. For this particular episode, this is the beginning of January. What we're going to do is we're going to run a 7-8 minute video. It's related to our Flower Fund, the National Law Enforcement Officer Flower Fund. And it is a video of all the officers killed in the line of duty in 2025 with their actual photo of the officer, their department, and the flowers that we sent, made possible by donations from members within our charity and in the outside world as well. So, Dawn, if you don't mind, 7-8 minute video, everybody. On the other side of this, we'll start the show. This is in remembrance of all those lost to us in 2025. had to clear my throat, Mo.
Ah,
So
gotcha.
I want to thank Blue Dawn in the booth for making that video for us.
Oh, you're welcome. Of course.
This would be a good spot to put your applause for yourself on there, Dawn.
Oh, hold on. I
97.
gotta find all this stuff. Okay.
97 law enforcement officers killed in the line of duty in 2025. That can change because sometimes deaths that were not considered line of duty change. But 97 was the number. If you were watching that at home and wondering what that is, if you're not familiar with our charities work, the National Fallen Law Enforcement Officer Flower Fund, that's a mouthful, right?
Yeah.
Sends the line of duty, those flowers, the arrangements that you saw with those photos are the actual arrangements that were sent. If you didn't see a floral arrangement in there, that was because either the florist did not send us a photo back, because they have to do that. So it's a big operation that these guys and gals in our flower fund are doing there. They do amazing work. Or their family requested, no flowers. Yeah. Or the third possibility could be that it wasn't designated a line of duty death until months later. So there was no place to send the flowers to, because obviously the funeral was months before.
Sometimes families don't advertise.
Right.
Private.
I mean, yes. So for the most part of 97, probably flowers were sent to about 92 or 93. So we try to get every single line of duty death. So that's what the Flower Fund does. And if anybody wants to donate to that, I think if they go on the Brothers Brothers website, brothersbefrothers.org, there'll be ways you can donate. Eventually, there'll be a separate website that's in the works now just for the Flower Fund. There's a Facebook page now just for the Flower Fund. It's got like 50,000 followers on it. So, that's the mainstay, the main thing of the our charity, right? Is the flowers. So we've been away a little bit. Mo, what do you got anything you want to catch the audience up on? You don't, sometimes you're in there, sometimes you're out here. You're all over the place. You're like Savoir Faire. You're everywhere.
You shot me down. I went, well, I got a neck tattoo.
Let's show the camera your neck tattoo. You look like a thug now.
Right.
Let's take a vote. I don't know how many people are watching at home, but let's take a vote. Mo wants to get now. If I call you your real name out here, I don't have to drink, right? It's only if you're in the booth, or is it?
No,
it's
if you call me my real name while I'm out here, you probably have to finish your glass. Like, it's actually.
I'm going to finish this anyway.
It's more of a crime.
It's that kind of day, Mo. It took me forever. I don't know if people are joining us from the previous show, which was the P-Berg Pod. I almost died like 4 times on the way to work today. The snow was ridiculous. I had to drop cats off to get fixed. It was a scene.
You have this lime green monster out there. You've lost the right to complain. When you were driving around in the van,
I might need tires. I'm not exactly sure. That truck might need tires.
When you were driving around in the van, I'll give you a little bit of bail.
Front wheel drive. I almost died in that van like 5 times.
Not just in the snow. I mean,
even the
trips down to DC.
Rain. Oh, just crazy things.
When you almost rolled it with the trailer.
With the trailer attached. Yeah, that was fun times.
No, yeah. I would say that. I mean, it's when we drove in a tornado.
Yeah.
So yeah, no. When you had the van, I kind of felt bad for you a little bit. Now with the truck, I don't feel bad.
I live in the mountains, bro.
Nobody gives a shit, bro.
The hill I had to come down, the road is called Rolling Hills Road, and it's apropos for the.
That's a you problem.
Yeah. Well, no, I made it. I'm alive. I'm here. We're here for the show. Do you not want to talk about what you've been doing over the break besides getting a neck tattoo, or are you trying to avoid that, or?
It's up to you, man. I'm good with it.
Well, I know every year.
Yeah.
Well, you were sober for quite some time.
Yes. A little over 2.5 years.
And then you decided that maybe you wanted to have a drink or two here or there, nothing crazy. And I can attest to the fact that you didn't go hog wild.
No, it wasn't a decision made out of
necessity.
It wasn't like reactionary. Like, that was always the big thing. I had said from the beginning, if I was ever going to
bagel while you were talking about this.
Yeah, go ahead. If I was ever going to start drinking again, I didn't want it to be in reaction to anything. I didn't want it to be like an emotional response to stress or anger or depression or anything like that. And that's really the way it worked out, and it was a conversation with the people around me and my family. And it was literally as simple as a decision while on vacation. The one time I said, you know what? I think I'm gonna have a bourbon.
I thought you were tricking me. I thought you want me to buy you a bottle or something. I'm like,
I said, I think I'm gonna have a bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
And we got back into it, and
does this bother you sitting here like this whiskey?
No, same as it never did the last time. It doesn't, I'm not and again, it's no judgment on people that are that way. So, for some people that when they're sober, they can't be around it at all. I've never, during the 2.5 years that I was sober the first stretch, I never had any issue. I mean, how many events do we had downstairs and all that.
And for as long as I've known you, well, not maybe as long as I've known you because it's been like 12 or 13 years, but I do know like every January from what I can remember, you always did the dry January.
Yeah.
You haven't had to do that in the last 2.5 years because you would dry 2.5 years.
Right.
So you're doing a dry January right now.
Again,
are you like counting days and doing all that too?
No, and it's funny.
Okay,
it's funny you asked that. Well, listen, I have an app that keeps track of the days. So like when I was on my 2.5 year stretch, I was aware of the days. What's the big motivational speaker guy? Tony Robbins? That the dude, big guy, fucking huge hands. He's like 6'8".
Andre the Giant?
Maybe him too. I think it's like Tony.
Oh,
Robbins.
yeah, I know the guy you're talking about. Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. He's always a guest on all these different shows and stuff.
He was on Theo Von.
He was also on Entourage.
Was he?
Mm-hmm.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. So he was on Theo Von, and they were talking about sobriety.
Right.
And he always says he's not a big day counter.
Okay.
He doesn't advise people to count days. He goes, "What's the point of counting days? Are you counting them just so you can tell people how many days you were sober before you go back again? There's no point to it."
Well, that's what I was asking you now. I was just curious. Are you counting days, or you just kind of
again? I'm aware of them. I don't count them. I have an app, that keeps track of that.
Right.
So I'm aware of. I think it's either 19 or 20 now days. That and again, was there an urgent necessity to stop again? Yeah, kind of. Was I as out of control as I was last time? Again, the concept was I was going to go back and it was going to be managed drinking because like any alcoholic, I decided that I could manage it. Of course,
Right.
a little time off, I could manage it. And yeah, it really didn't work out that way.
Right.
I was again, I think same as the last time. I think I caught it actually a little bit earlier. Or last time, I think I caught it after a little bit of chaos, perhaps. I think this time, I caught it a little bit earlier, but it was to the point that I was ending every day with multiple glasses of bourbon, which is just wasn't hell. I mean, my triglycerides were over 300. And if you don't think that that's directly correlated, to the drinking, 100%.
This isn't going to be one of those like put our penises on the table, see who's bigger with health issues, right? Because
no, dude, you are the Yoda. We talked about this the other night, dude. You got diseases that aren't even like real in America. Like he was reading his blood work to me the one day, and I swear to God, he has like fucking Ugandan swine flu. Like if you read the shit that he's got, like there's no way he should even be alive. There's no way. The everything that he was, because he goes, everybody gets their blood work back, and I think pretty much every doctor at this point using your thing. We have a portal now. Every doctor's got a portal at this point, so you get your blood work back, and people go down, and usually there's like 3 or 4 things that are in the red. Everybody has that. So Mike's like, let me read you all the things that are in the red.
Everything was abnormal.
Everything was abnormal.
Every single thing except the heart, which thank God.
At least the heart's good.
Yeah. That's where it all started for me in 2013, and it's been going downhill then.
Yeah.
So no,
this is.
I've lost the weight. I've lost weight. I'm under 240. I'm 236 right now, 3 days straight in the morning. That's where it counts what you are there. If you get that in a row.
Better in the booth than I am.
She's better than you in there.
Oh, so I wouldn't go that far.
So I'm working on the weight. I already told you I'm taking that pill. What's that pill I take?
Jardians?
No. The other one for the fucking
Valtrex.
No, that's gone. That went away.
AZT.
No, for the head, for the
Lexapro?
mental. Yeah. So
mental conflict.
Yeah, I didn't even know what was going on. I wasn't depressed or anything, but I was just feeling like anxious, and I don't know why. And I mean, we talk about a million different things.
Life's got away, dude.
Yeah, but all of a sudden, it's like survive all these different crazy
things.
Dude,
think of all the stuff that you had going on, bro, all at one time. I mean, I don't know if you know this or not, but your father passed away.
He did.
And
my dad passed away. I was dealing with stuff with my brother.
Can you get over that already, Mike? Jesus.
Just a lot of stuff all at one time. And like I said, I wasn't depressed or anything. I just felt like
it was a lot.
There was a lot going on.
Weird. And then at the same time, my sleep apnea is bananas now. And I got to go.
Bananas as in bad or good?
Bad.
Yeah.
Like I can't get like the Inspire thing. I can't. Mine is not even moderate. It's extreme. So I have to go for, I did the at-home test and I had like 240 incidents in 1 hour.
So I'm closer to the throuple than you are then, you're saying?
Well, so I'm feeling lethargic and stuff like that. So now I have to go do the regular one, and then I'm gonna have to wear it. I couldn't do it the last time. I had like the nose one on, and that's the one I qualified for, which is better than the full like face one, like Top Gun. What happens, Glenn, is I got to go to the bathroom, right? So instead of taking the whole mask off, you disconnect from the machine, and then I'm walking to the bathroom like an elephant with a trunk, right? Because it's the mask plus the hose, and I'm half asleep. So the first couple times I'm peeing and I'm hitting the hose. And it's a fucking scene. So I'm like, oh, screw this. I'm not. So then my wife's like, no, you got to keep trying. I'm like, all right. But so then I would pull it to the side and go to the bathroom and go back. But the amount of times I had to get up to pee was significant, like 3 or 4. And then by the time you get back,
just wear diapers, bro. I'm just going to.
Oh man, did you ever piss yourself and know you were pissing yourself? It's fucking liberating. It is liberating to be able to pee and just not stop.
So wait, pause for a second. I was saying, why don't you wear diapers as a joke? So now you're actually saying that you've worn them.
No, I didn't have a diaper on. I when I first got diabetes and I had to pee, and I didn't know that when you have to go and you have diabetes. I was pre-diabetic and now it's gone. My A1C is below 6. Fucking awesome. Good. So I'm working on myself. So, but when you have pre-diabetes or diabetes, I don't know if you know this, and you have to go to the bathroom, you gotta go.
Yeah, I remember this like from the road trips.
It's like you when you're pooping.
Yes.
Like when you have to go to the bathroom, you gotta go. Well, I learned that about you when I first met you. Like you would just disappear and like be in the middle of a conversation. You get up and leaves. He's gone for 20 minutes.
I've never understood people that were like, "Oh, I got to go to the bathroom," and then like an hour later they go. Like if I tell you I have to go to the bathroom, like it's imminent. Like I gotta go. This is not a conversation.
Even I know who never shuts the fuck up. I know, like leave him alone, let him go.
Yeah.
So I'm driving home, and I'm like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. This is the first time I learned about diabetes pee. Or pre-diabetic, and I'm like, oh shit. So I then was like, oh my god, it's coming. It's gonna come out right now. So I pull over, and I get out of the van, and I'm going to get my pants off. I'm just pissing on the side of the road, and I can't get my belt and my pants open fast enough, and a pee just starts coming out.
Just gotta let it go.
And then and then in that moment, it was like Matrix. Everything slowed down. I'm like, it's already coming out. Oh, wow, that's relief that I'm peeing. It's a relief, right? Because I was holding it in, or at least I thought I was. And then I said, oh, fuck it. I'm only 5 minutes from my house, 10 minutes from my house. I just pissed. And what a liberating feeling it is to just be able to just pee and not have to like worry about it. Now it sucked getting back in a van and
normal functional adults have that sensation when they're on a toilet.
What anybody thinks about me because I don't care about sharing.
Normally people experience that release and that enjoyment when they're in front of a urinal or a toilet.
Right. Well, this one particular time there was no urinal in sight.
So I mean, I guess to answer your question, do I know how great it is to piss when
Probably
you have to piss? Like, yeah, no, I do.
I think we all do. Yeah.
In the bathroom. Have I pissed myself? Yes. Okay. I am not ashamed.
So this is going to segue.
I am not ashamed
into our first segment. This will segue into that because I can say to you this. Then you could speak on what it's like to piss yourself because you have done it.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
It's like if you wanted to speak on, say, shooting at a moving vehicle.
I see.
So here's my take on the ICE shooting and everything that's going on, right? It's not that I don't care about these tactical training guys and all these guys that seem to know everything about everything. Mm-hmm. My take on it is this. Like I was told, they drilled it into our head in the academy. You cannot use deadly physical force on an automobile unless the automobile is using deadly physical force other than the automobile. Meaning, if they're throwing Chinese stars out the window at you, you can shoot them. If they're throwing knives out the window at you, you could shoot them. If they're shooting a gun at you out the window, you could shoot them. But if they're only driving a car at you, you're not supposed to shoot at a moving vehicle. The idea being that if you cap the person driving, that's not going to stop the car. That's all fine and dandy. But until you're on the street and you have a fucking moving vehicle driving at you, which I did, so I'm speaking from experience, not my opinion, fact. I had a car driving at me. It dragged my partner. He fell off the car. The car was driving right at me. I could not get out of the way. I didn't really see. You have a lot of time to think. And my instinct was I got to stop that car. And maybe if I cap the guy and he gets shot in the head, the car's still going to roll. Or maybe if I let a couple of rounds go, the guy's going to drive because a lot of different, from the point of firing the gun, there's 25 million different results that can happen. A lot of them are the guy not hitting you with the car.
Mm-hmm.
So who gives a fuck about what the administrative violation that you might have committed, right? Because it's not a law, it's a and it's really a guideline or whatever. I wanted to go home at the end of the day.
Right.
And I didn't have a lot of time to think, and I did what I thought was right, and I didn't get hit by the car. I missed the dude. I hit the car 3 times.
An attorney general's guideline is a guideline, just like you said.
So
it's a guideline.
We
it's
caught
not
the
a
guy
law.
down the road, and blah 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 blah. But I shot at a moving car.
Okay.
Remember when all the school shootings were going on,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody was saying, "Oh, that guy's a coward. This guy's a piece of shit. I would have done this. I would have done that." I say, well, how many school shootings have you been? And it's not a popular opinion. It's mine, and I don't fucking care. You would like to think that you would know what you would do.
That's the key.
In a school shooting.
Yep.
Now we're talking about school shootings. I've never been to one, thank God. I would not want to be at one. I would not want to see that kind of stuff. Seen enough shit. But I'd like to think I'd know how I respond, but I don't know.
Correct.
Because I've never been in a school shooting. Now, if you want to talk about a terrorist attack on American soil and what I would do, I know what I would do because I was at a terrorist attack at the World Trade Center on American soil. So I will speak to that. And I will speak to that with knowledge and firsthand real knowledge, not reading about it in the fucking paper, and I'm not knocking all the tactical guys, but guys that went to the range and then were never on patrol again for 20 fucking years. And yeah, okay, teach me how to hit the target, but don't talk to me about what's going to happen out on the fucking street because you're not on the street anymore. That's how I feel about that. What's worse is you got these fucking people running around now on Facebook. Like, what's that fucking clown's name?
Whoa, which one?
The one from Chicago, the guy that was a cop and he got fired and all the fucking guy. What do I hear?
What?
I hear something.
That's probably me.
No, I hear something. I think I hear. Do you hear that? What is that? I hear.
Oh, I know who you're
Is that
talking
a blue
about.
falcon?
I know who you're talking about. The white-haired fucking dude.
Izzy. What's his name? Is that? It's a guy.
Yeah.
He was a cop in Chicago, and he's very opinionated on things. And
Apparently, he's police Jesus.
yes,
Like, he knows everything, despite his sketchy employment history.
Okay. All right.
It's always the way, but you go first.
I'm glad you brought up the sketchy employment history.
You
To
go
me,
first.
that don't matter. Like I will roll with guys that were fired and guys that did time over some guys that were squeaky clean.
It doesn't matter, but I always find it like even use fake Mike the cop. Like it always seems like these guys that have the loudest opinions in retirement always got some shit in their past.
Well,
they always
listen,
got something.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
they always got some shit that's suspect.
We all have a past too. Look, I've been suspended. I've been put on modified duty. I was on force monitoring. I had a permanent seat at CCRB, but I was also a very active cop. Not like South Bronx active, right? Not like Bed-Stuy active, but I put the work in. So when you do that and you're hands-on people, you're going to get complaints and stuff, and you can get suspended and stuff. Never fired. I retired, as you know, from a line of duty injury. So I don't care that because he's online. So I messaged him because he's very vocal about how the guy was wrong and he shouldn't have done A, B, C, D. So I said, okay, he's got a different take on it than most of the people that I know in law enforcement that I personally know. I don't really personally know this guy. So let me reach out to the guy, even though he's also a misogynist. I think he goes at women cops a little bit too fucking hard and stuff, but whatever.
But first things first, before you even get out of the gate with that.
He's getting the Blue Falcon Award, by the way.
Well, before you even
look at that, Mo. Look at that beautiful birds of a feather flock together. The Blue Falcon Award winner. I have not given out this award.
He has had shit to say since the George Floyd era. He's critical of.
I don't give a shit if one person watches this show, and it's
listen
true.
To me.
Or 900. We do this for us. We like to do this. Now, go ahead.
Can I get a thought out?
Go ahead. Because this all got me fucking mad.
No, I know you can still I'm going to let you keep going, but I
Right.
need you to understand.
He's the Blue Falcon.
I need you to understand something in the context of social media.
Okay.
Right? When
All right.
these guys,
I'll try.
it is what these kids call nowadays rage bait. Right? Like,
oh, he's going for clicks and money. That's what he's doing. Absolutely.
all of him and his ilk, they do that to play both sides, right? It's almost like doing portraits of police officers and then doing one of George Floyd. You understand what I'm saying? You play both sides. It's all for your own narcissism, and you don't want to isolate a percentage of the population that's going to pay your bills. So in the world of law enforcement, what gets more clicks? People supporting cops or people shitting on cops? People shitting on cops. That's going to get more clicks. And it's going to get it from both ends, because you're going to get the support from the people that hate cops and love to be critical of cops and blow it up. And you're going to get the trash you're going to get the cops that are trashing you and shitting on you like we're doing right now. Like, who the fuck are you? And you're going to get thousands of comments and thousands of interactions of good cops trashing you. But like the Island Boys used to say, I don't give a fuck if you come to my page to make fun of me or to praise me. They both pay the bills the same way.
Well, here's the part.
They don't care.
Okay.
So an idiot like him, I like to believe, because I can't believe that he would have been a cop, served as a cop, and he's that fucking stupid. I can't believe that. So in my heart,
well, you can. You don't want to. But.
In my heart, I have to believe, in order for a Neanderthal like him to make sense, I have to believe that he's doing what he's doing in the manner that he's doing it in order to just pay bills, to generate.
I can't figure the guy out. He
to generate clicks, like fake Mike the cop doing fucking, dances all over the fucking screen, who now sells real estate, and he's a Jesus holy roller now.
Oh, well, so that's apparently. So that's weird. So this Izzo guy, his pin post is about Jesus Christ being his Lord and Savior. And again, I'm not perfect. Every day I try to wake up and do a good job and do better than I did the last day. That's true. I don't want to sound hokey, but for a guy who's supposed to be a Christian and Jesus is his Lord and Savior, every person who disagrees with him is a bootlicker, a window licker, a fucking idiot. Yeah. So I take that personal. Because listen, we know we have a lot of friends. I'm not like a well-respected, I'm a fucking meathead, right? But like these guys, our friends, people who we deal with are, heads of FOPs, heads of unions, heads of elite organizations and units inside of police departments that are much more polished than I am, who agree exactly with what I'm saying about this fucking clown. I messaged him and I said, hey, you have an interesting viewpoint or something like that. Would you like to come on my podcast? And he basically gave me he okayed me. He was like, I've said everything I need to say on the subject, which is weird because since he sent me that message back that he said everything on the subject,
he's probably made four more videos,
35 more posts about it, and 25 more videos.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All blame, and then the worst part of it is either he's a fucking moron or he just knows what he's doing, like you said, and he wants clicks. He puts up things that say,
Mike,
like,
if Dominic Izzo was putting out videos in support of police officers, he would be irrelevant. Look at our buddy Elon, right?
Right.
How much positive stuff has that man put into the universe? Not just in support of law enforcement, in support of logic. And it's like pulling teeth for him to get any kind of traction because he's a positive guy. He's a logical guy. He looks at things critically, and when it's time to be critical of law enforcement, he's critical. I've seen some of his videos where he questions things. But when it's time to clearly be in support of law enforcement, he does that too. But the times that he is clearly and aggressively in support of law enforcement, it dies on the vine.
So listen, an unpopular thought, right? Like when I said
from you,
many moons ago, I said, and then guys were like, "Oh, what the fuck?" Like I can understand African American parents who are nervous.
Black parents.
Whatever, man. I don't know.
No, that's a pet peeve of mine. Good. Glad you brought that up. I
Black,
hate the
African-American,
dash.
whatever.
I hate the dash American.
Okay.
You are either American or
fine.
you are not.
I don't want to offend.
You're not
anybody,
Irish
so-
American. You're
well,
not Italian American.
I'll offend this scumbag, but I don't want to offend.
You are.
a whole race.
You're not Irish
All right,
American.
so black parents.
You're American.
All right. I will acquiesce and I will say okay to that. So black parents, I can understand why they would be nervous about their sons getting pulled. Mostly more men than women get pulled over by law enforcement because perception is reality. Even though those numbers, what they think in their head, aren't right, and the amount of interaction between blacks.
Well, listen, if you live in East Orange.
Well, let me get this thought out. So
South Orange.
I can
East Orange is a little bit
understand
better.
because
Irvington.
perception becomes reality. I can
Newark.
understand that, right? And then guys are like, "Oh, what the?" And I go, but also then, I also understand a cop in a high crime area whose interactions,
Like Upper Saddle River.
wherever. I don't think that's high crime, right? So in high crime
I think the average
areas,
taxes are like $80,000 a year.
if their interactions on car stops are 75 to 80% with blacks, right? And 90% of their crime related arrests are black people, they're going to be a little bit more. It's human nature. You can't fucking deny this. If they were purple, then purple people might make you a little nervous. If they were orange, no offense to Trump, orange people would make you a little nervous. You follow?
The best orange ever.
So
You've never seen orange like this.
But that's not what he says. He's saying that if you don't agree with him, you're a fucking idiot and an asshole. So now he has his Friday night live thing that and listen, you know this about me. This is true. I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just saying the fact. I will fucking go on anybody's show. I will go speak anywhere about my beliefs or what I feel. I won't just do it
like hypothetically in front of the 120 when there were protesters out in the front of it protesting against
right.
Eric Gardner's death.
I will.
You ever see that video, Dawn?
Yes, I will speak it. I will speak it.
There were protesters. Pantaleo was on. Yeah, we're just going to talk over you, Mike. Don't worry about it. I wish there was a way you could actually mute his mic. It'd be great. Just let him go and just keep talking, and we'll keep talking. It's actually how do you want to describe it? A viral sensation.
It was the start of what
it was. It was the start of Mike the Cop.
Mike the Cop started. In 87,
I know it started in earnest in terms of Brothers Before Others, and it was like your coming out party.
Right.
Yeah. He
and all it was me saying what I would say here in the safety of the microphone, but I don't care if it's. I don't care.
They were protesting out in front of, because again,
the court.
No, it was in front of the 120.
No, it wasn't. It was in front. It was across the street from the court. I was on my way back from a different court going to the 120. There was in between by the court.
All right.
House.
And they were protesting
where the grand jury was being held.
They were literally chanting about killing a cop. They were chanting to kill a cop. So Mike walks up and he's filming. He's like, well, and he tells them, he's like, I'm videoing this, what you're chanting. You're literally chanting to kill a cop. He's like, well, how about kill this cop? Meaning himself. He's challenging them to kill him.
I didn't really think
and then he decides to go, you're all fucking animals. This is what he's saying to them. The whole group, you're all fucking animals.
But to be fair, there was blacks, there was whites.
Oh yeah, no.
Spanish.
It was a mixed. It wasn't.
Then it turned into a racial thing, which it wasn't. Right. I said you're all, meaning everybody.
And he's 100%. There was absolutely all. It wasn't just black. It was all races that were there. They were
they can come together.
Because you already know. I mean, the most vile, hateful, divisive, racist group, demographic on the earth is 25 to 35-year-old. Upper class, middle to upper class, white women. They are the most vile. You get a 25-year-old.
So you're saying they don't have their finger on the pulse of what's going on?
Female liberal that's activated. The stuff that comes out of their mouth is the most hateful stuff you'll ever hear. I don't know what
by these interruptions. You're allowing me to calm down a little bit and not say some bad things about this Izzo guy. But my point is this:
keep going. Go ahead.
I offered him to come on the show because I thought it would be. I enjoy having people on with differing views. I enjoy conversation, and maybe you can find something out that you didn't know. But if all you're going to spew is a one side, now I'm not saying everything that ICE guy did was perfect, but I also don't agree that if he stepped in front of the car, that then it's everything else that happens to him is his fault after that, because that's a fucking crock of shit. because I wish I could get this guy's history, but this is something that a lot of cops don't find out until after it happens to them. Every cop, everyone in every department, small, big, medium, West Coast, East Coast, North, South, is one call, one decision, one incident away from being that ICE agent, from being, any sort of problem. You're one thing away from that. So I'd like to know, and this is why I would have liked to have him on the podcast, and it wouldn't be so adversarial, but since he turned me down and he's saying everybody who disagrees with him is a fucking idiot.
Well, that's where it would have ended anyway, Mike. Even
I'm
if
not
you
a
came
fucking
on.
idiot. I'm not an idiot. And I have a podcast too.
You're kind of stupid.
And I have a voice. Well, I'm stupid, but I'm not an idiot.
Kidding.
I have a podcast too. And I say you're a fucking Blue Falcon and a piece of shit. And if you don't like what I'm fucking saying, you can do what you say about other people. He goes into people's past.
Yeah.
Like I care. He goes into people's past. He goes, well, this guy did this and this guy did that. And at least I own my stuff. Well, what stuff? What do you, I don't care about what you did wrong. I care about what makes you the authority to say that the ICE agent is wrong. What's your fucking pedigree?
Right.
What are your real life experiences, Dominic Izzo, 2026 first award winner of the Blue Falcon? You could come on this podcast anytime you want, but you won't do that because you like it the safety of only your own. I'll come on your fucking show, but you want to just do your live show and have your fucking cronies on there who all agree with you, who do a fucking circle jerk around you and tell you how great you are and give you your daily affirmations. Fuck you. You're a piece of shit. And if you're not, and you find this offensive, with all due respect.
If you say listen, anything you say after with all due respect is nothing but lighthearted fun.
And we played that thing at the beginning of the show, right? Where it says the legal thing that I can't get in trouble for what I say.
Yep, I played the disclaimer.
So deep dive me, dude. I don't care. What are you going to find out? I've been indicted. I've been not arrested, Mo. Didn't get arrested.
Okay.
But I did get put.
What do you want, a cookie?
No.
Like, congratulations.
No.
You say
maybe a pat on the back.
Maybe you're surprised.
I did get arrested. I did get arrested 3 times, but that was related to a custody battle. So you know how women use.
Well, wait.
No offense, Dawn.
No,
I
get it.
You can't say that you've never been arrested and then say, but wait, I've been arrested 3 times.
It was off duty. So I was in a custody battle, and I was.
So Mike,
let me finish. They use a lot of times women will use the criminal justice system against you in the family court system. That's what happened to me. All 3 charges were dropped and expunged, and I was told to sue the district attorney's office, but that's a whole different story. So those were arrests, but those were off duty. I've also been put before a grand jury and found no true bill. I wasn't arrested for that, but they threw it to a grand jury. Like I said, suspended, modified, investigated by the IAB A team of the NYPD. Oh, but again, if you're doing narcotics search warrants and you're taking kilos off the street and fucking guns and money, that shit comes with it. If you don't want that, then don't do those things. Write summonses or just be a house mouse. I didn't care. Obviously, I should have probably cared a little bit more, but I didn't care. So deep dive me, dude. You think I'm not afraid of like outing you, so you're gonna out me? Whatever you want to say. I don't fucking care. It doesn't change. You could say whatever you want about me. It doesn't change the fact that you're a fucking jerk off. Am I looking right in the camera and saying Dominic Izzo is a fucking douchebag?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Take a breath. Okay, so come up for air for a second.
And a Blue Falcon.
Yeah, come up.
And he gets this award. We're gonna send it to him in the mail.
Fair enough. Right? I like it.
Or I could be wrong. Come on the podcast and tell me all of the times you were involved in a shooting where a car was driving at you and all the other things that you comment on, and then maybe we can have a meeting of the minds, and I would have to withdraw the award of the Blue Falcon and withdraw me saying you're a fucking douchebag. But I doubt you're going to come on, so you're probably going to be a douchebag.
Staying away from
perpetuity.
Staying away from analyzing the specific incident, because like you said, unless you've been in that situation, your opinion really is just that. Right. It is an opinion.
And mine is an opinion, Mo. I'm not saying right. I'm saying my opinion is
like you had said, and I love that, that thought process, because it is true. We all like to think we know what we would do in that situation, and it's easy to sit from the comfort of our home or a locker room or whatever. Say, I don't know why.
And do you know how mad somebody would get? I know, but say, do you know somebody angry somebody would get when I would say to them, "Oh, how many school shootings have you been to? What the fuck does it have to do with it?" Well, everything. Until I've never had a bullet whipped by my head. I don't know how I would react in that. I mean, I know how I would like
to think I would.
I went in an after-hours place and had a shot when that happened up in West.
So staying away from the specific incident and analyzing the specific incident, because again, my opinion on that means absolutely nothing. These ICE officers are being set up, especially, and I forget which pundit it was that pointed it out, because Fry and that douchebag chief and
which one?
Walls,
the one in
Minneapolis. Yeah, isn't he from Newark
or the other one that was fucking crying in Portland?
No,
dude,
stop.
Shot.
I'm not even, dude. I'm not even getting it.
Or the fucking sheriff. Somebody needs to let the sheriff of fucking Philadelphia know that you actually have no.
You could have
powers.
given her the fucking Blue Falcon too.
No, she don't even deserve the Blue
Hold
Falcon.
on, I want to interrupt you real quick. We have goodies on the way at 2:23. They said they are headed our way.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Is there any soup? Is there soup?
Goodies does not sound like chicken soup.
She just said with some goodies. From
All
the
right.
bakery.
So what I was going to say was the guy in Portland crying, the Minneapolis chief.
Yeah, listen.
Well, actually, the other day when the mayor said our residents want us to fight with ICE and stop them, the chief's eyes were like,
John, at some point in time, I'm definitely going to get a thought out. I promise.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Maybe. Are you sure?
I promise you I'm going to get a thought out at some point. Yeah, take your time. Light your cigar. First of all, those chiefs, their men make fun of them. And if you ever, as a police officer or somebody looking at police officers and wondering why morale is so low, you have no further. You don't need to look any further than that right there. When your chief is on national TV crying over perps, over illegal activity, I don't care. Because you look at the Minneapolis chief then as an example. I mean, he is saying he literally said, I don't care about somebody's residency status. Okay, so I don't know where anybody decided it was okay for a police chief to say openly he doesn't care about any level of crime.
Well, that might be taken out of context.
Any level of crime. An illegal immigrant broke a law. That is, you as a chief, you can't say, I don't give a fuck about that. You might be able to say, well, the assistant prosecutor or the prosecutor's office is not prosecuting that, so I'm not enforcing that right now. But you can't stand there and say, I don't care about a crime.
Well,
how are your men, stop, how are your men under you supposed to react to that? That's why morale is low. I keep saying it. I've been saying it for weeks now. I've been saying actually since the Venezuela move. Law enforcement as a collective needs a Pete Hegseth-minded leader, somebody at the top of the pyramid that has that mindset, right? We saw what the military was capable of when they are supported, funded, and let loose. Bless you. Let loose. Now do law enforcement. Now do that. What you did with the military, do that with law enforcement.
Yeah, we don't have a national police force.
I understand, but you get what I'm trying to say. So ICE, right? Every law enforcement entity has a very specific task, right? ICE is not, are police officers all trained in some level of crowd control? Are they all trained in traffic stops and all that shit? Yeah, sure. I'm sure ICE gets a week of training in traffic stops or maybe a couple of days in training in crowd control. No, their job is taking a picture of somebody, going and finding that person, and they're essentially illegal immigrant fugitive task force. That's really what they are. Their job is not crowd control. Their job is not traffic stops. So if these blue states, if these liberal states wanted to protect,
I don't think it's liberal.
It is. Wanted to protect.
It's beyond liberal.
If they wanted to protect their citizens, if they wanted to protect their constituency, they would ensure that their state police, that their local police would be flanking every ICE movement and telling ICE, hey, you don't deal with our citizens. We'll deal with our citizens. Go do what you got to do. We're not helping you. We're not getting involved in whatever move it is you're doing. You're going to go hit this house? Great. We're going to go with you. We're going to handle the crowd. You don't interact with the crowd at all. We are going to handle the crowd. Do your shit and get out. You could do that. You could not help them if you wanted to stay completely out of it, but protect your people at the same time. Instead, they're not giving them any help. They're not protecting them at all. So now ICE is forced to come out of their element. They're forced to because they have no choice. They now have to do crowd control. They now have to do traffic stops. And that's where you see all this shit go sideways.
Yeah, but that ICE guy who did the shooting was a 10-year veteran of the Department of Homeland Security and a combat veteran. So, all right, maybe he
What's
wasn't.
that got to do with traffic stops, kid?
No, it wasn't a traffic stop, Mo. The car was.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Yes, it
The
was.
car was. It wasn't. The car was stopped already.
She was blocking traffic, and then the
Right.
one guy, not him, the other
Right.
guy on the side, the two started walking up, and the one guy said multiple times, "Get out of the car."
Right.
It is a traffic stop. Now you can't leave, and that's when she decided to put it in reverse,
Right.
put it back in drive, look at the guy, smile, and then drive right at him.
Right.
So
Okay,
no,
I agree with
it
that.
absolutely was a traffic stop at that point.
So what happens is the Izzo guy then puts up the. I think I might have sent the photo to you about like what he said. Like he put up a guideline, and it wasn't an absolute. Like the wording of what it said shall not, or it was like kind of open ended.
Dude,
It didn't say you cannot or you will not or you must not. It said in this situation, this is what the preferred
Right.
response would be.
Of course.
Well, preferred goes out the window when you feel like your life's in jeopardy.
Right.
And look,
And this was a guy that had already been dragged
Yes.
by a vehicle.
Right.
He had already been injured by a vehicle. And listen, like David Clark always used
and
to
if
say,
that
right?
factored into his decision, so what? That's life experience.
Like
That's how
Dave,
you-
like David Clark used to say, as long as police officers are human, you are dealing with the human element. You will not have perfection, which is why he said, I never asked my men for perfection. I asked for excellence. That's what he would always ask for. So again, this man is a human. He had just returned from an injury from being dragged by a car, and now he's got another car coming at him again. And you're right. Listen, every state, we can dissect this 17 different ways. Did he have egress? Could he have all this stuff? That's great.
Yeah, but
like you said,
those things don't apply to ICE agents. Those laws, state laws, and
it doesn't
local
matter
laws
whether
don't apply
whether
to
it
them.
does or it doesn't. It doesn't matter. We're talking about, again, now the human element, right? And that's why I loved what Carolyn Levitt, when she confronted that news reporter,
Yes.
she was great. Because it's all spin. And the guy refused to answer. He goes, "Oh, well, because she's like, oh, well, why was she shot? What necessitated that officer to let rounds go? Oh, I think he acted recklessly. Well, that's not what I asked you. That woman made a decision to leave her children behind, her 3 children that she had, only one of which she has custody of, but the 3 children that she has, she made the conscious adult decision to leave them behind, to go play protester as part of that group. This was not an isolated incident. She'd been following ICE agents around all day. And I'm sure her intention in driving away was to go to their next stop and meet them there. She had been doing this all day. She's an antagonist. And now her behavior, you do not have a right. You do not have a legal right anywhere in the United States of America to obstruct or resist law enforcement while they are in the performance of their lawful duties.
Whether
Anyone
that's
encouraging
local,
you,
state, ICE,
anyone
federal,
encouraging you to do so is intentionally putting you in harm's way. She does not have, that is not legally or peacefully protesting. No, you by definition at that point are at minimum disorderly.
Why didn't you shoot out the tires?
Oh,
Why did
I
he
love
fire
that.
3 times?
I
And
love
this is
that.
not
Yeah.
isolated stuff. This is a lot of people saying this stuff. Like,
Yep.
you ever been in a shooting?
No.
All right. I've been in, one reported, one not.
I never was arrested, but then I was arrested 3 times.
When they said, like, when they first, like, when the PBA, the friendlies, like the PBA comes. and says,
Oh,
"All right,
wait, the PBA friendlies?
Well,
Oh,
mine,
okay. We'll get to
my
that.
delegates and everybody,
We'll get to
when
that.
I was a cop, were good and protective, and I don't have any complaints about the PBA. That's my view.
Listen. You don't have to stop. You don't got to justify to me, bro. You're a union guy.
So
I get it. I understand.
So
You don't have to justify to
they
me.
said to me, like, the first thing the guy said to me was, "Say nothing to nobody. You're going to the hospital. You're going to
Correct.
get evaluated." I shut up, and he said, "How many rounds did you fire?" And I didn't know. And I've talked to a lot of cops that have been in, very rare have somebody said, "Oh, I let 6 go," and it was 6, right?
Yeah.
I wound up shooting 3 times, but I wasn't sure. Like, if I had to guess, I would have said between 3 and 5, but I wasn't sure. So is 3 excessive? No. you shoot until the threat is stopped, and you know, in that millisecond or 2 seconds that passed, how does he know if he felt he needed to shoot 2 more times to stop the threat, and he can articulate that and justify that?
Listen, and people are like,
who the fuck am I to say?
And then he called her a bitch. Well, yeah, she tried to hit him with a car.
Why is that so? You got a president of the United States flipping off somebody that said something to him. People,
dude, I voted for all that.
No, I'm saying
I voted for all that.
You see it now with all politicians, the way they talk. Like, you better not, like the fucking Ebonics, the broad in
Jasmine Crockett.
Sheriff in Philly that doesn't even have the jurisdiction. She has no power. She works in the court. Like,
they don't want this smoke.
Yeah, if you want a sheriff, if you want to talk about a sheriff, you want to talk about somebody like be like our sheriff in Warren County. Be like Sheriff McDonald, fucking
old school gentleman
who runs his department the right way. This broad don't even know what her powers are.
No.
She doesn't know what she can.
Well, she knows what her powers are. She's just trying to play her powers up. She's banking on the fact that you don't know what her powers are. They don't want this smoke.
If I was on the street and she said to me, "Pull over,"
she probably has equitable powers to your code enforcement. Legitimately.
I didn't know that we were going to be talking about that.
Well, no, we didn't really talk about that. We didn't talk about that. We're moving on. So we can talk about my alcoholism, but not your code enforcement.
So did I say, with all due respect, when I saw that stuff about Izzo? Did I say with all due respect?
I don't know.
Yes.
But usually with all due respect, it's lighthearted fun.
So with all due respect, Izzo, I'm sure someone's going to send you this clip. Although when I posted this in forums that I'm on, like, I didn't get one positive response about this guy. Now, listen, if you put me in a room.
But dude, you see my point?
I'm just saying, no, but here, to be fair though, if you put me in a room, 5 people would say, "Oh, I love that guy. He's a great guy. He'll give you the shirt off his back." The other 5 would say, "I wouldn't piss on him if he's on fire." I'm talking about me. I don't know a lot of people that honestly would say they wouldn't. Well, you know what? A lot of people might say that, but a lot of people are going to say that because they think they have to say it because of who's standing next to them. So
a lot of people are pussies.
They would piss on me.
They would piss on
Okay,
you.
good. I'm glad.
They would. I would listen.
If I had a jellyfish thing.
People that you drove halfway.
When you get jellyfish in your stomach, you get peed on, right? By human urine is supposed to help
I've heard, but I don't know.
Is that true?
I've heard people say it, but I don't know.
Yeah, jellyfish. I know that Jorge Posada used to piss on his hands to not have to use batting gloves. It toughened up his hand skin. That's why, if you notice, he never wore batting gloves. He said he used to urinate on his hands, and it would make his hand skin tougher.
That's just weird.
Is that considered like a self-imposed
beady, maybe
golden shower? Is that considered self-imposed? Listen, I want to wrap up the Izzo thing. So, Izzo, you have been awarded the Blue Falcon. It is yours in perpetuity. You cannot give it back. You're tagged with it. I would expect so many comments to be coming into your pages over the next couple of days about you being a Blue Falcon. It could all go away.
He's already got them. And why would you comment on his page? Because it's just putting money in his pocket. That's my thing, dude. He wants it.
Well,
you understand?
Well, listen, sometimes when people, sometimes you get, what's that in the Civil War with,
what we've got
here is a failure to communicate. And what's the last line where
some men you just can't reach, so you get what we got here today. I don't like it any more than you men. That's it.
You give them what they want, something like that, right?
Oh, what he wants.
Like your outfit.
He wanted, he got it, something like that. Yeah.
So you got to give it to him. So anyway, that's it. That's it on Izzo.
That was a really bad movie quote. I don't know how we did that. We weren't even close to correct. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's it on Izzo.
Okay.
I just saw her run by. She has my Bruce Lee sweatshirt on. I thought, wait, does she have a sweatshirt like mine? It's my sweatshirt.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. I just saw her go by, but I wasn't looking at the shirt.
So that's it on Izzo, right? We've said it all. To quote Howard Stern, we've said it all.
Said it all.
The ball's in your court. Point, counterpoint. If you want to come, I would rather, you could come at me if you want, but instead of coming at me, give me the facts that justify what you're saying. And because 90% of the people, I think, on his page don't agree with him, I guess, but like,
he still gets paid. And he still gets paid. Listen, and he loves it. And he laughs at it.
I don't know. I don't know if he's monetized.
Obviously, but dude, you don't know if he's monetized.
Well, dude, he might just listen. He could just be like us. He likes the sound of his own voice. He doesn't.
No. Everybody's not as deranged
That part
as us,
I don't
bro.
know.
No.
That part I don't know, so I will not speak
No,
on that.
most normal human beings do this to actually get paid. We do this like a bunch of retards. We just come here like, yeah, let's do this for free. It's snowing. I'll get up at 8 o'clock in the morning to go drive out here. And
Did I
hang
tell
out
you
with
I
Mike.
almost died with 3 cats in my car today? Legitimately,
one
for
of,
real.
One of which has feline herpes.
No. They're being tested for feline
Gonorrhea.
for leukemia and a few other things. They're being tested for.
Yeah. So, all right. So enough of Izzo then.
Okay, because we only have
Yeah, it's 2:40 right now.
we have
so.
20 minutes left. The girls have already told us they have a guest at a certain time, and if we go past our time,
Wow, look at you cucked out, bro. You're
Yeah.
just gonna be like, oh, well, I don't want to upset the girls. We got to be done. And
I'm
wow,
just
man,
saying.
let me find out.
So
Whatever
else,
happened to James Brown? It's a man's world.
Are we going to talk about that other thing that's in the news? I don't know a lot about it, and I'm a little reluctant to talk about it because I didn't do the research on it.
Okay. Well, if you didn't do the research on it, you didn't tell me about it. So I definitely didn't do the research on it.
All right, we'll use that for the next show that we have. We'll talk about that.
Let's lay a little bit out there and let's see who's involved.
So from what I understand,
Okay.
a group of New Jersey State PBA e-board higher up people retired.
Yep.
I'm giving you a little bit I know. And then what happened was you've probably read about the overpayments or they like the whatever health company it was, I forget, United Health, whichever one it was. I'm not saying it's United Health. It's a health, insurance company.
Right.
They agreed to a contract with the state's PBA to supply them, be their one of their medical carriers. Okay. And in the contract, there were certain things that they lied about or didn't give the members. So they were basically overcharged or they found to be fraud or whatever. And they were sued. And the suit was brought forth by, I think, the heads of the PBA. I might be saying something
current
wrong.
Or former?
Former.
Okay.
Former.
Okay.
And then an award was given.
Like a Blue Falcon Award?
No.
Oh.
Well, some are calling them that and a lot worse. An award was given in the millions of dollar range, but it didn't go back to the PBA. It went to the people who, I hope I got that part right, who filed the suit. And from everything I could see online in forums and in news, I did a little research. Those monies in the millions went to the former president and a few of the other guys. They retired and they got that money.
So they probably, so then Occam's razor, they probably knew that money was coming, retired so they didn't have to take the smoke.
Well,
got the heck out of Dodge. We don't know for sure. Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they were the head of the union and then they retired and they brought them back as a no-show job or a job, that they're not really doing. And again, that's union business. If there's a job there's a real job and somebody retires and then they give them that job, nepotism is fucking everywhere. Yeah. I really don't have that much of a problem with it.
No, it's not that uncommon.
But don't act like it's all fucking, flowers and unicorns and teddy bears. There's a little bit of a fucking fugazi aspect to it too. Always. So you don't know, you didn't hear anything about this?
Nah, dude, I really don't pay that much attention. But I mean, listen, how do I tactfully dance around?
You come on the air.
That does not look like soup.
You come on the air. You can come on the air. So you can come on for a minute. Don't even put that by him. Bring it by me. Bring it to me. Let's see what we got here. All right. Come around this way. Come to the back.
So
Jamie, if you're paying attention still to this show, this is definitely not soup. And Mike is definitely excited.
Is this taped? Yeah. All right. So
you don't got a blade on you? While you're doing that,
I'm Puerto Rican.
Let me.
Oh my God! Don't look over here. Do the show. Don't worry about what I'm doing.
They were so excited when I told them you guys were
Oh my God!
Fucking
my diabetes. Thanks. My diabetes. Thanks.
Oh my God! What is this? Is this bacon?
What is this?
Those are the pastries.
Is this bacon?
So
no, those are the pecan rolls. This one's bacon though.
This is not our local show. This is not the P-Bird podcast. This is
You are
Uncensored.
a golden god.
Athena, tell me. Andrea, right? I know, but I forget. How was Disney?
Jesus loves you.
I don't know how you do that. How much backup did you have?
Oh, I brought my parents.
Okay, I mean, I was watching it. I did it with my daughter when she was 4. It was 1, and I'm like, I don't even know how I got through it. I still have PTSD from it.
You need for the Christian
this is
brethren,
from the
for the
Cupcakes.
Roman Catholic people
Can
out
you
there.
get on there?
You
Can you get on
need
that?
probably no. Don't make her try.
Okay,
You
wait,
need
I
to
don't-
go.
I'm
You
not on
need
the
to
right
go to
thing here.
confession after you eat these. Like God.
For the love of, okay, so now listen, here's what happened now.
Do not touch
I
that.
don't know if they're competition with you, but that's a donut shop. No BS donuts in Easton.
I don't do that.
Now
Is
here's
Lou coming through the floor?
No, he heard donuts. Now he's
what kind
coming
It
of
back.
sounds like it.
What kind of
doesn't
clown show is this
So
now?
here's the thing. You already got you shot. You,
Dominic Izzo
you
would
said-
eat that entire box.
No, you said, "Oh, I'm taking donuts home. Tomorrow's family dinner." Okay, take the donuts home, my friend. Take the donuts.
No,
home.
but just no, don't go anywhere with the
Oh,
bacon
oh,
one, bro.
okay.
Yeah, I
Wait,
mean,
I was just saying, I
so
want to try at least one of them.
For the love of cupcakes, they might not know this from this show because we did our review on the P-Bird podcast, right?
Okay.
Right? That's where we did the review for the love of cupcakes, or was that on Uncensored?
I think it was on
Oh,
Uncensored.
it was okay.
so
Yeah.
the year was
Well,
So the
2000.
audience is familiar with Athena and for the love of cupcakes and the great rating that we gave them, and they know that we're here today. And they said to you,
All right, Lou, that's enough, Lou.
when they said to
Oh
you,
my goodness.
if you're hearing
What?
that banging, that's
I mean, if they're hearing
Lou
that
Hardy
banging.
Jr. Plumbing and Supply upstairs doing work on the building. upstairs.
www.LouHardy
Who
Jr.
will not be getting any of these cupcakes and not any of this stuff.
Did you see a little troll dancing around up there?
Isn't he the nicest? He's
Yeah.
such a good guy. Reachable. After the work is done, if you have an issue, you
Stop
call him.
banging on the little
He'll
floor.
call you back. You don't have to worry about getting ghosted. Whatever. I love that
Right.
he's such a good dude. So, and you guys are a great family. And oh, by the way, I love the post that you did about the girl.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
I
And
found
you
her.
and you did
I
your
figured out
detective
who she
work
is.
and everything is good.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Because we had it's a sad time because we had the gentleman
Yeah,
night
she
before.
saw that too.
pass away.
Yeah.
Now he's doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
He probably is. Yes.
Yeah,
100%.
That's probably Angry Dan up there with him now. They think it's funny.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
you want
yeah.
to hear something funny? Your show's canceled next week, Angry Dan.
There you
There'll
go.
be no After the Shield show now. Keep it up, smartass.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for these. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Is that
Yes.
are these blueberry?
Ow.
These-
These are triple
blueberry,
That's
okay.
Who to what berry?
Okay. These are mine.
Berry, so
Triple berry?
Dibs on the blueberry. Dibs on the blueberry.
Raspberry and blueberry.
You can't say.
Dibs on all berries. Every
No,
blueberry.
because
I
that's
want
like-
something.
Yeah, we'll save you this M&M thing. You can
can
have
have
that.
the
Oh,
M&M.
no,
I
no
got the
M&M thing.
blueberries.
No
Is that
M&M
a
thing.
Cinnabon?
What is-
All right.
What's that?
Dibs on everything blueberry and Cinnabon.
I mean, I like some
This
berries,
L right
but-
here is mine.
All
Don't
right, well,
fuck-
how did
this and that. The
you
L,
can't
that's
call
mine.
dibs on 3/4 of the box, you fat bastard.
That is-
You
I
got-
would like something
Dawn.
berry if I can.
It's his network.
I don't. Yes, it's my network number one.
Don't endorse him.
Also, this.
Yes,
You know
I do a lot, so I call dibs
So-
on something berry.
All right. The rules of dibs are universal. If I say dibs on the front seat, I get the front seat. If I say dibs on everything berry,
Do you know how
and
tempted I
Cinnabon,
am to just grab that Cinnabon one and
I
take a
just-
huge bite out of it? No, just take a huge bite out of it.
No, no,
That
Mo,
Cinnabon
just bring
is,
it.
that
Mo.
Cinnabon is so delicious that I will
Mo,
eat
just
it out of
sneak
your
it
mouth.
in the boot. Sneak
I
the
will
whole
eat that
box in the
Cinnabon
boot.
out of your mouth like a baby bird. Right now, if you put
The
that
whole
in your mouth,
box in the
I
boot.
will eat that Cinnabon out of your mouth like a baby. That's how delicious that
No,
is.
you will not.
No, I'm telling
No,
him.
you will not.
No, because
You
Mo.
will not eat that out of my mouth
Not
like a
if you
baby.
regurgitate it back to me, but if
No,
you
but if
want
I
to do a
put
lady
it in my
and a-
mouth, if I
if
bite
you do
it.
a lady and a tramp right now.
No,
put that in your mouth.
not Lady in the Tramp.
I will-
Not Lady in the Tramp. If I
That's
take a bite of that, put it in my mouth,
No, bro, we
And
already
then-
got the shower picture over
and
here.
then
Okay?
if I take a bite of that
Not the-
cinnamon,
not the actual action of
pay
it, the
attention.
photo I like.
Pay attention to what's
Okay,
going on.
Yes.
If I take a bite of that cinnamon, put it in
Okay,
my mouth, separate,
okay.
like put it down in my mouth, and then put it in your mouth. You'll eat it.
So coming out of
You-
your mouth into
coming-
my mouth? No. That's
Well,
not
then don't-
okay.
Don't
No,
say.
because Mo is.
That's not okay. That's okay. That might be gay. And there's nothing wrong with gay. I
No,
support,
it's 2026.
I support.
Right
love is
now,
love.
right now, I know people that would need therapy if that had happened because you know.
I have to draw the line.
Yeah.
At eating Cinnabon out of your mouth. I got to draw it. That is where my line in the sand is.
I'll make
Okay.
some more.
Now,
Oh, see?
She's like, wait, what are you fighting over?
This is why we need a woman president. See, this is why we were ready to go to war.
yes,
And in
I don't know if
the
we were
sun
ready to go to
coming,
war. I was ready to drop food
A
in your
very
mouth,
simple
out of my
solution.
mouth.
Wait,
I
a
don't know if
very
that's
simple
real.
solution. I could make I never thought of that.
Right.
I was like, either I'm not
Right.
getting this or I got to eat it out of your mouth. But there's another solution. They'll make another one. They'll make one more.
Yes.
See that?
I was praying for. I mean, I'm happy with all this stuff, but I was praying for. What was the soup you made the other day?
Oh, the lasagna soup. The speaker last.
Oh
Yeah.
no, it was on the page the other day. When we got back the lasagna soup, Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
vegetable lasagna like Seinfeld. Meat lasagna. Yeah.
Next time we make.
He says he was praying. This is what he was praying for, but he was trying to seem gentlemanly for the air. Oh, I hope they bring soup. Bro,
No.
did you see your eyes light up?
Let's get this out of the way. We want to get the ladies out of here. You guys get up here okay in the snow? Everything good?
Yeah.
All right,
We're
good.
all right.
What do you
Right.
think about Dominic
Thank
Izzo?
Thank you very
He's a
much.
piece of shit, ain't he?
No, don't say the bad words in front of
Oh,
the ladies. Come
I'm
on.
sorry, ladies. I didn't.
Yeah,
mean to.
don't
He's
much.
don't,
I
don't get them
appreciate
in
it.
today.
okay.
And if anything with the
He's a
with the
huge piece
girl,
of shit, right?
If there's anything that she needs, or I don't know if you got in touch with
She's
parents. Or,
local. She has
yeah.
siblings. She's the oldest.
okay.
She's an adult.
Oh,
She's
okay.
not- she's
All
not a
right.
child, so
Okay.
she's autistic and she loves it outside.
Yeah, I just get nervous with the cold and everything,
Yeah.
and if maybe she
Yeah.
needed a jacket or gloves or whatever.
Yeah,
you
no,
know.
she's always
Okay,
bundled.
good,
She's
good.
always- yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for this. I appreciate it.
Thank you, ladies. I
Bye, guys. Be
appreciate it.
safe.
All right.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, it's 14:50.
I know,
We have 10 minutes left.
We have 10 minutes.
2:49.
So my
So
hot
recap
take.
for now.
Hot
Just
take.
recap the show for now.
Hot take. I can only
The ICE agent was justified. Izzo's a scumbag.
and
I am
and
not eating I'm not eating that out of your mouth.
I think I would. You understand what I was?
I
would
would
have.
lady in the tramp with you right now.
I would
You
have.
want a lady in the
I
tramp?
would. I would have.
Do you
hovered-
want a lady?
Listen,
in
let
the
me
tramp right
finish.
now?
I would have hovered over you.
You know what? You know what? You want to be a tough guy? I'm not even going to ask. You want a lady in a tramp with me? Okay, beautiful.
Aw.
Don't get my balls.
Oh wait, that's not the right thing. I don't know where the sound is.
Do I have anything on my mustache?
Yeah, you do. You have, but just save it there for later.
Okay.
If
You have it on your lip too,
So,
Mo, but just save
A
it for
flavor
later.
saver.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
so,
That fucking that
so if I rub your balls while we do that, that's gay.
above the jeans or inside the pants?
Well, obviously I was above the jeans.
Above the jeans is okay. Inside the pants, that's gay.
Oh, okay.
But also, who's to say gay? It could also be gay and okay. It could be gay. It could be okay.
Well, it's
or it could be-
2026.
I mean,
it has to
gay
be
is
okay.
okay. You know, I
Right.
mean, hey,
It's 2026. It has to be okay.
absolutely.
I don't like my sack grabbed when I'm eating because it could make me choke on the food. And then you'd have to give me mouth to mouth, and that's gay.
And then I'm gonna leave this here. All right.
Okay.
So let me get a paper towel, and then I will finish my thought. I will give you the hot take, and we can wrap that.
Yep,
Yes.
it's 2:51, so we can get them on.
We got 9 minutes to go. The girls, I don't want the problems with them in there. Yes, I'm cupped.
Yeah, I do. You really are. That's sad. Dude, listen to me. That's not like fake cinnamon stuff.
That's
Oh
real.
no,
That's
their
like-
stuff is
Oh, man,
amazing.
I can't even wait.
Amazing.
Like the drive in here now and the near death experience where I almost
so
died
I
like
can
4
only
times.
those that you speak of.
Which,
I don't know the.
can I answer your question?
Mm-hmm.
Which side? Open
I
your
don't-
mouth for a second. Let me see something.
No, that's definitely you.
No, that's you. Look at it.
Yeah,
Sean,
that's what I said. That's definitely you.
Look at Josh's little cute mouth bite, and then look
My
at
what?
Look, your little cute mouth.
my what? Finish the glass.
Oh, sugar honey iced tea, and look at that, a man's bite right there.
Well, you were getting your balls rubbed, so anyway.
Like if you were going to
You were
say to
just
a
getting all
lady,
excited,
which
so-
man would you rather give you
Listen.
fellatio, right? Which man would you rather?
Well, actually, it's
That's
not.
more about the tongue than like the sides of the bite.
Actually, it's not fellatio. That would be blowjobs. It's
What is
Colonel
cunnilingus?
Angus.
Cunnilingus.
Colonel
Cunnilingus.
Angus.
In the cunnilingus
Colonel
world,
Angus.
you want that. You don't want this. Clearly,
Depends.
that's the man who could find the magic button. This guy
depends.
here, he's going to be lost for hours.
depends.
You're
Either
not
that, or
finding the
he's
man in the
either
boat.
that, or he's shoving his chin in your hole, and well, whatever. So we're going.
You can't be
Ooh,
afraid to
hey.
get it dirty, bro.
So anyway,
That's fucking good, man.
all right. So
I don't even care about the podcast anymore. I just want to eat all this shit.
you were hoping
I
for
was gonna
soup.
say, you gotta wrap it
So
up.
those, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up real quick. So those we speak of. I can't speak to that specific incident that you're not even sure is what.
Right,
What I can speak to is what we do know of them. What is that?
bro.
That's crazy.
This
You have to order stuff, by the way.
This is a pork roll, egg and cheese. Look at that pastry. It's hot. It's warm. It's good. What are you doing?
They're wrapping it up.
All right, that's so good that maybe I'll birdie that with you. Give me some of that.
Come on, there's
I love those shoes. Yeah, look at you. all
Don't try to
leathery.
steal our thunder.
yeah, the local bakery
Here
girls
I
stuff.
go
and
again
stuff.
on my
That's
own.
from the local bakery. They're amazing.
So
I just called dibs on like something very. Well,
All right,
I don't know
the show
what's in there
starts
yet.
in
so-
9 minutes. You're gonna start on time. What? How do you say goodbye in Canada?
au revoir.
Au revoir. That's
Au
French
revoir.
Canada. That's French Canada, though, right? That's Montreal, right? Is that what
So I
aren't the French? Where is Montreal the French part of Canada?
I think they all speak French. I think they all learn
Everybody?
English and French. I think. I'm not
No,
okay. I'm not a
no.
Canada
the
expert.
year was
but I think-
2018.
All right, let's wrap this up.
I'm
We got
going to.
plugs to do, and we got to
No.
wrap up.
The year was
How was that egg thing? by
very
the way?
good. You have the other one. Mm-hmm.
Other one, there's 4 of them. No, there's 3. One for me, one for you, one for Dawn.
The year was 2018.
Okay.
Fairlawn Board of Education hired 5 SROs.
Mine has bacon. Yours has pork roll.
Okay. 5 SROs to obviously be school resource officers, retired police officers. All 5 of them retired, right? This was everybody was happy about it. NewJersey.com, who's notoriously anti-law enforcement, runs a positive ad. What a great idea in response to school shootings to have retired police officers in the schools. Not only are they trained as police officers, but they can carry off duty. So that solves the whole armed versus unarmed. Now you got them armed. Micheline Davis, who at the time was
McLean?
who at the time was the executive vice president of Robert Wood Johnson, using her personal Facebook page, which she advertised herself as the executive vice president of Robert Wood Johnson, goes under the NewJersey.com article unsolicited, unprovoked. There was no back and forth. She just dropped it. Who's going to train them to not shoot the black children first? What she posts under there.
For real. I wish we could have Dawn's face on camera right now.
Right.
What she looks like.
So, of course, that all blows up. Fairlawn PD is part of the New Jersey State PBA. Okay. Michael, because BBO is not just a charity, it's an advocacy group at that
Not
point.
anymore.
Not anymore, but was an advocacy. Well, yeah, how many times can you get burned?
Right.
Was an advocacy group at that point, decides that he's going to hold educational rallies. Essentially,
Not a protest.
the equivalent
Educational rally.
the equivalent of we actually did peacefully protest, stayed on the curb, checked in with the local PD. We were outside of the West Orange offices.
And we had the backing of the nurses union.
Yes.
They wouldn't, a few of them had the nerve to come out and stand on a protest. pick
And
the
say
line with us.
this was ridiculous.
And that was a big leap for some of them. But we had quietly, like, we got
our
messages.
only ask for our protests was a roundtable conversation, because our argument was that statement was made out of ignorance. There's no statistic on planet Earth that shows police officers are so intrinsically trained to shoot black children that they actually have to be retrained to not do that. There's no statistic that she could have produced that was just said out of ignorance. So we wanted a round table to have that, right? We couldn't get that. We couldn't figure out why. Why would that be something she wouldn't want to do? Well, she didn't want to do that because the state PBA president at that time was working back channels, motherfucking him, because lo and behold, the state PBA president at that time was also on Murphy's transition team with Micheline Davis, who was also on there. So the state PBA president at that time was getting whispers from the governor, yo, make this go away. However you got to do it, fix it. I don't want to be bothered with it. I don't need time with this. So without putting it to his membership, without putting it to his local presidents, many of which were at Mike's rallies, educational rallies, without putting it to, he unilaterally decided behind closed doors to schedule a ride along with Micheline Davis that was going to be publicized at a press conference on Rutgers campus. Just happened to be Micheline Davis's alma mater. All friendly. The whole thing friendly. And then they were going to do a nice little presser about how the whole thing was fucking squashed. But because of the rallies and all this, the local presidents got wind of it, started calling the state president.
How they got wind of it was a representative from RJW Barnabas came outside and said, "Why are you guys demonstrating?" And I said, "We're not demonstrating. This is an educational rally." And she's like, "Well, why are you having an educational rally if Micheline Davis is going to do a car ride with the president tomorrow or the next day. Those presidents of the local PBAs, at least 10 were there.
Yep.
At least. All heard that live.
But by the way, no one from Fairlawn.
And they
The
all,
PD that was targeted, no one, because they were told
and
you're not
all-
taking part of
And
this.
all the PBA guys flipped the fuck out and started calling him.
Yes.
And then
At
that's-
that point
and that's
now,
when I became
so the
persona
so
non-
so
I
the guy
became public enemy number one.
so the guy
not
that
the broad that said, "Why are we going to kill black kids?" No, I'm the bad guy.
right. So the guy that has no skin in the game, that wasn't targeted, that wasn't talked about, is now throwing his hat in the ring in defense of a state PBA of a state he never even worked in, just simply because he's a pro law enforcement. He runs a pro law enforcement charity. He's putting his name and his charity and all that out there. And like he said, now suddenly he's the scumbag. He's the piece of shit. And they had no
1
problem-
minute left in the period. We
Got
have
it.
1
I
minute
got
left
it.
in the
I got it.
period.
You got to do like the boxing thing. You got to bang on the mat. No, I got it. He suddenly is the bad guy. And they had no problem muddying him up to other members. And it became like a hit thing where they would not even let their guys have anything to do with his charity, have anything to do with him. He had other presidents from other PBAs literally emailing him, which PS, by the way, he still got. He emailing him, threatening him in writing because of him trying to help the state PBA. Allegedly.
I would
Hypothetically.
never.
So
expose-
I can't speak to the incident that you're speaking about, but I can speak to that experience in and of itself. And if you're asking me, are those individuals capable of scumbag behavior? Yes.
And
Conclusion.
I would say this, and to
Conclusion.
wrap it up, and if, we'll do our plugs and we'll go. I would say this: it doesn't give me particularly good vibes or good feelings to be talking about this stuff, but it's all kind of come to the top because of other stuff that's going on too, and then it may, probably triggered something in him. If anything that I'm saying, well, if anything that Mo said is not true, these people know who they are. We didn't say anybody's name.
Nope.
But if anybody questions anything that was just said right now, we lived it. I know it to be true.
I was there.
The microphone is open to you. You can come on this podcast anytime you want and refute anything that he said and that I nodded along with, because I lived it. I went through it. And we had 2 or 3 more educational rallies. And then, then it,
Then Junior Achievement of New Jersey gave her, they put her Micheline Davis in their Hall of Fame
yeah. So
for being flagrantly racist and anti.
and then we went there physically, and they kind of basically apologized to us and said, they weren't aware of all the other stuff that was
They
going on.
apologized and said, well, yeah,
We can't redevelop.
Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health, paid for a $20,000 table.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that part of it. So
Amazing how she got honored
Anyway, that was
for a
way,
$20,000 donation.
that was way in the past, but
Yeah.
it also
Clearly, I've let it go.
Yeah.
it lends itself to this. This
Dominic is always a scumbag.
he's still a jerk off until he proves otherwise. The Izzo Blue Falcon guy, that's not being undone. He only he has the power to do that. Moving forward,
Always.
we want to. I guess the point is that I will, short of Michael Dowd, who I could have had on this podcast, he can go fuck himself. I would never give him a minute of mic time.
Ever.
That's a different kind of douchebag and scumbag. Lilo Brancato, fucking cop killing scumbag, who actually asked someone that we both know if I would ease up on him, and could he potentially, if I did so, he would come on the podcast. He can go fuck himself. I put stuff on his page every day. Every day I put something on his page to let him know what a fucking piece of shit he is. He even on the day of, how do you say the cops? I always mess up his last name.
Alchantegi.
Right.
Yeah.
The officer that was killed when the junkie scumbag was robbing with his partner,
Alchantegi.
robbing a building. He used, on the day that cop, the anniversary of his death, he wrote something about, he was trying to make an example of something. And he said, if I broke into your house.
Wait, who was Brancato?
Yes. If I broke into your house 10 years ago and I'm a changed person now, Why would you judge me on that? And I was like, you fucking piece of shit.
Wow, dude.
That's the
Is-
I don't care what he says. He purposely fucking I'm gonna look it up.
It says trying to hurt me, bringing up my past is like robbing my old house. I don't live there no more. That ain't my stuff.
Wow.
Okay, that-
on the
on
anniversary.
the anniversary of the officer's death. That he wasn't the trigger man, but
Wow.
he was there and he got shot. And
But he
was
stepped.
after
He
got-
stepped over the guy's body and ran. And then he actually said in an argument with another
shouldn't have
NYPD
been a
cop after the
hero.
fact, he said if he wasn't stupid and trying to be a hero, he'd still be alive today.
Put that back up again one more time. That piece of shit wrote this, trying to hurt me by bringing up my past. So the past meaning he had his hand in the cop's death, right? Because if he wasn't a junkie scumbag going to steal with his partner who was armed
And his
that
uncle.
that
His
guy's
uncle.
still alive. Like robbing my old house, I don't live there no more. That ain't my stuff. So he's trying to say he moved on, but the example
nice
that he,
of him.
But
How
the
nice of
example
him.
that he uses is robbing a fucking house, which is what caused the officer's death. So, Lilo Brancato, you are still a fucking piece of shit scumbag. No, you cannot come on this podcast. And yes, I will continue to fucking cancel you. I have 6 under my belt right now.
Is the
He's my
officer?
chew toy. I will fucking cancel you anytime I can find out where you are.
I'm listening,
Comic
Glenn. Go
cons,
ahead.
mob cons,
Let him go.
Lehigh
Let him go.
Valley,
No,
Iron
it's fine.
Pigs, the Board of Education in Union City. You will be fucking canceled, and I will make sure you don't make any fucking money. You
The-
piece of shit.
The officer you sent me, is that the officer? I can put the picture up.
Let me see. Yes.
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
Daniel.
I
Uncensored.
hate to say his last name because it's hard to pronounce, and I don't.
It's either
wanna-
Alchintegi or Alchintegi.
Right. So and he comes off as if he's some sort of
And listen,
fucking saint now.
he
Meanwhile, he's
was
still doing
he
lines,
was-
drinking fucking 40s, trying to pick up broads in bars, saying, "Did you
And-
see me
and-
on The Sopranos?"
and he was a cop. And honestly, if he was sitting here right now, he'd probably be laughing that we couldn't pronounce his last name.
Right,
So that's
yeah.
just what it is. He
like
understands.
Jesse Hart, and when I gave him a plaque right after,
And you
his
misspelled
arm-
it.
His arm almost was
His arm's still being held together with screws and pins.
And,
you give him
and he let every Philly cop know as I was going out the door. Oh, by the way, you spelled my name wrong. All right, we got to go.
Michael, we've had a great time.
We
We've said
gotta
it all.
go.
We've had.
Yes, we will continue scorching earth on the next Uncensored with Mike the Cop. Can't wait to see what Izzo Valdi's back. my
More
way.
lighthearted fun next time.
Yes, bring it on, Izzo, you fucking Blue Falcon piece of shit.
All right, kid.
Bitch. Bitch.